Hello YouTube, it is Speedy of Terrier Productions coming to you with my video review of the Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Deluxe Class Sideswipe. And why the hell have I got my gas clamp on? There we go. Having said that, safety first, turn it off at the wall as well. So, yes, hello again. Like I just said, this is my video review of the Revenge of the Fallen Deluxe Class Sideswipe, and here it is. Now, this figure, just like the Movie 1 Deluxe Class Bumblebee, was given to me by my friend Sam. So again, Sam, if you're watching this review, hello, how are you doing? And thanks for lending me the action figures. Can I buy them off you as well, if you're watching this, Sam? Actually, no, hold on, I'm going to save that question for when we meet up in college. Anyway, yeah. Here is the Revenge of the Fallen Deluxe Class Sideswipe, and as you can see, the vehicle mode is a 2009 concept Corvette Stingray. And unfortunately, from what I know at least, Corvette never put this car into production, which was a massive shame because I just, look at it. It's striking, to say the least. And a little bit of automotive trivia as well, because I can. The whole design of the back section here, where they've got the windows here and the small tailgates, is actually a homage to the original Corvette Stingray, the 1967 Corvette Stingray, I think it is. But anyway, and yes, there is a helicopter flying outside my house. Quite very frustrating, but what are you going to do? Anyway, so yeah, it rolls, as all things with wheels should. And now for some height comparisons. So, starting off, here he is next to another Corvette Autobot, the Transformers Age of Extinction Deluxe Class Crosshairs. Just so you can see what they both look like side by side. Brothers, not in blood, but in car. Shocking, isn't it? But yeah, as you can see, Sideswipe is the longer of the two vehicles, bumper to bumper. And I think he's also... No, Crosshairs is only just taller. Not by an awful lot, but Crosshairs is definitely the taller of the two vehicles. That's the thing as well. My next review will actually be of Crosshairs. So yeah, and that won't be up till about June the 10th, which is Tuesday. That's this Tuesday coming up. Anyway, and then for another height comparison, here he is with the Movie 1 Fast Action Battlers Axe Attack Ratchet. As you can see, Ratchet is naturally a much larger vehicle in regards of height, but only just shorter than Sideswipe from what I'm seeing. So yeah, what I'll now do is I'll just get Ratchet into his robot mode real quick for some robot mode height comparisons. I'm not going to do that with Crosshairs because the transformation, for starters, takes far too long for me to do on camera, for starters. And the second thing is that I'll actually be comparing Sideswipe and Crosshairs in my review of Crosshairs, and then I'll be giving you a verdict as to which of the two Corvette Autobots that I prefer. Anyway, shall we get Sideswipe transformed into his robot mode? I think we shall. So what you want to do first is you want to take the front wheels, these, with a bit of persuasion, detach from the front there. Then I want to come here to the back wheels underneath the car. All you want to do is you want to unpin these side skirts, rotate that out, rotate the arm down until the shoulder is in the wheel arch. again on this side, come on. There it is. Then what you want to do is, you want to take this whole section here, I want to pull that down, and I will click to say that it's now been moved out of place. Next. I know this, don't tell me, don't tell me, don't tell me. Now I remember. What you then want to do is you want to come to the front of the car. You want to, which way is it? You want to split the bonnet, as so. And then you want to articulate it around. You then want to take the windscreen, rotate that down, and take the waist with it. And then these two pivot sections will actually fit in behind the waist on the action figure, or it should do anyway. It's... Why are you fighting me? I must be doing something wrong, surely. It's me. It wouldn't be right otherwise. Oh, that's so sad but true at the same time. Now you know why I don't have a girlfriend. But, yeah. There we go. Until then, the legs look a little bit like that. I'll come to the exhausts, and the exhausts will push into their housing like that. Then take the back, accordion it up like that. Take the exhausts, flip them down. Then you want to accordion the back panel of the roof down, as so. This is when you actually get a bit of automorph of sorts in the transformation. You clip the waist into place, and the head will pop up. I'll see if I can do that again. The head is actually on a spring, so it's not going to be sheepish and revealing itself. What next? Oh yeah. You then want to take the bonnet, swivel that around again. You want to pivot the two bonnet sections off to the side, rotate them down, and then on this joint here, they accordion in on themselves, as so, until the backpack then looks a little something like that. You want to repeat the process on the other side as well, and that's Sideswipe's backpack pretty much completed. Then I want to reach into here on the arms, where his hands are. Just want to flip them out. Of course, I want to do that on both sides of the figure. And now for the feet. Now, the way the feet transform is actually quite very interesting. What you want to do is you want to take this whole wheel assembly here. You want to rotate that around as so. You want to flip that down. You want to come to the inner section of the leg then, where you'll find this black circle. Flip that down. Then you take this small silver panel here. You rotate that back, and that will actually become his heel spur, believe it or not. And then you just want to repeat the process on the other leg. And then it's just a matter of finding a good balance point for him. Now, according to Sam, the kid who's lent me the Sideswipe and Bumblebee figures. Oh, okay, sweet. I've actually managed to find a good standing point for him already. But apparently this figure does actually stand a lot better on carpets than it does on a wooden surface like my desk. But yeah, there's Sideswipe in his robot mode. Now another thing you can do is you can take these two panels here, and they are geared. What you can do is you can rotate them down as so. And let me just repeat that on the other side here. As so. And what you will then get are the battle blades that he used to kill Sideways in the opening of Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. So yeah. And, well, there is Sideswipe in his robot mode. And for what it is, the robot mode, the front half of it at least, is extremely screen accurate. The only place where it falls is, like, well, pretty much the design of the feet, because realistically Sideswipe doesn't have any feet. Bit unusual, but oh well. Such is the way. Come on now. Come on, you were standing perfectly just now. Oh, come on, you son of a... La 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 la. Oops. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Like that, come on. Please stand. Stop trying to do the splits and stand. Come on! Please. Yes, there we go. But again, as I was saying, the front of the figure is screen accurate beyond belief. It's the back of the figure where it really flops. Because, let's be honest, in the film, Sideswipe never had a backpack of this bulk, shall we say. So, yeah, the chest won't lock into place for some reason, which is annoying me. But yeah, so there is Sideswipe. Now, before I cover the articulation, let's do some height comparison. As I stated earlier, here is the robot mode height comparison with the Fast Action Battler's Axe Attack Ratchet. As you can see at the top of the head, Sideswipe comes up to about this wheel here. So yeah, just so you know. Now, to get on to articulation. Here's hoping I can still get him to stand after doing this. In regards to articulation, the head, in regards of rotation, is on a ball joint, but is limited. But he can look down, he can look up, and there's a very, very slight head tilt there. And of course, you've got all this ducking action going on because of the way the head is designed. You've got ball-jointed shoulders that can do a full 360. You've got a double jointed elbow on both arms. No wrist articulation, bit of an upset. And no, well, I suppose you do have that arm swivel, but it's at a really, really awkward point. No waist articulation. Now the legs are quite interesting because they will go back a little bit, but then they won't go forwards. They'll go as far forward as there, and then you're immediately forced to rotate the leg outward. But putting that aside, the legs are on a ball joint from the waist downwards. They do go back, they do go outwards, they do go forwards a little bit with the exception of you being forced to rotate them. The knees are on a pin joint. Are actually really interesting. Every part of the figure on the legs is designed to make it look like the legs are on pistons, which is quite very cool, actually. That's actually a great little bit of detailing. No knee swivel, and no foot articulation either. But yeah, oh, that's sweet. I managed to get him to stand. Rock on. Anyway, excuse me a minute. Anyway, that all said and done, let's get him back into his vehicle mode. So, what you want to do in regards of his vehicle mode, or getting him back into his vehicle mode, you want to start off at the feet, flip the heel spurs in. Want to come to these circular discs here. rotate them inward, and these are actually what will hold the legs together in vehicle mode. I want to move the arms out of the way. You flip up the wheel, and then you rotate it back, and the rotation joints on these wheel arches are extremely stiff on this figure. There we go, and then you can just go ahead and peg the legs together, as so. Now when it comes to the arms, take the battle blades, and again, they are geared, so they will go in tandem, but I don't trust a geared mechanism on Autobot weaponry. For some bizarre reason. I just keep getting that nervous feeling that the gears are going to slip. Anyway, you then want to detach the waist. The waist is actually on a peg. They'll clip in under the chest plate, but it's not awfully secure. Anyway, you want to unclip the chest, and then the head will just shrink down into the chest cavity like that. What next? You want to cancel the backpack. You just want to straighten everything out, as so. Repeat the process on the other side, like that. Then I want to come to this section here, the roof. You want to articulate it outwards, like that. I'm going to take the exhausts, flip them out. Then this whole roof section will just collapse down like that. I want to take the bonnet sections, swivel them out as far as they'll go. I want to take the windscreen then, and with some persuasion, there we go. I want to rotate it up. Then I want to take the waist, and then on this pivot joint, that'll snap back into place. As so. What next? There we go, and that'll actually lock into place as well, I've just noticed. I want to take the bonnet sections, rotate them around as so. And actually, how Sally, you might want to split the legs again. Please rotate round as so, and as so. The bonnet then clips together like that. Flip the legs back together. The legs then clip into the bonnet like that. I want to come to the arms. They flip up like that. Now the arms, what they do, you rotate them on the ball joint. How are they? Ah, there we go. You rotate them round at the ball joint, like that. Bring it back up, and then the accordion in, like that. And then the wrist section snugs in to these two sections here. Clip everything in place there. Repeat the process on the other arm. And then what you want to do, you just want to give everything a nice squeeze together. Extend the exhausts. Usually tipping the car up like that will help. Oh. There we go. And there is Sideswipe back in his vehicle mode. Would I recommend picking up this figure? Given that I'm not that much of a Sideswipe fan myself, I can't really say I'm blown over with this figure. Despite that, however, the transformation is fantastic. It keeps you engaged. It keeps you on your toes, so to speak. The vehicle mode looks absolutely stunning. The robot mode or the front half of it at least, looks extremely screen accurate. The backpack, not so much. But yeah, that aside, to be honest, despite all the pros that it's got, this figure just does not do it for me. I don't know what it is. Again, me not being a member of the Sideswipe fan club might have something to do with it. But I don't know. Anyway, my next review will be my first Transformers Age of Extinction action figure review in the form of the Age of Extinction Deluxe Class Crosshairs action figure. Now, as I said, the videos are going to go on a bit of a hiatus, which means that this review of Crosshairs will not be recorded and uploaded, for that matter, until Tuesday, June the 10th, 2014. So you know the date, you know the place, keep an eye on your subscription feed for what will be my first Age of Extinction action figure review. But until then, folks, this has been Speedy of Terrier Productions saying thank you for watching. And well, let's be honest, it's the battle of the Corvettes now. It is the battle of the frickin' Corvettes now. And it's gonna be good.